welcome back to the channel, fool. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe if you like videos like this.
The world is about to see different versions of those they have idolized for decades. And isn't it strange to become so emotionally defensive over people we've never met? What are people going to do when the stars fall? Matthew McConaughey, for example, took my breath away, but not in a good way. And this is my girl, Jaylee here. And if none of you know her, I would go follow her because she knows things about the industry. She knows things. She literally broke TikTok with this video.
And it's the stare in his eyes. Did you peep that? The look in his eyes, like something was gone. Looked like he ain't never had 5 seconds of joy in his whole life in that one stare.
And I get it, people age, but I have never personally seen somebody age who looks like they have had their soul completely removed. And it's really strange. It's like the women are getting younger and the men are getting, I don't know, this is scary to me. I legitimately want to know what happened because this is actually kind of scary to me. They look nothing like themselves. Nothing like themselves.
Guys, either he's on a super diet or evil took its toll on his soul.
A breakaway civilization. The Hopi tribe elders have written this book based on that text and published it, actually. It's called the Terra Paper, so that it wasn't just in indigenous lore, but it made it finally to publishing. So it's actual text that we can all read and get access to. It reads like the Star Wars movie. Just take out the love stories and all that. And what's interesting is it talks about, again, these same galactic wars going on. People fleeing from that region of space, looking for other planets, Orion, Aldebaran, Sirius A, B, and C, which we know the Dogon talk about people coming from Sirius B, which is a star that ran out of fuel, and of course Earth. And they came here to create a breakaway civilization. Just like if there was a war, and there was in our solar system, that's what we call Mars, the god of war, we're going to be like, you know, we got to get off this planet because the debris is going to destroy us.
Do you believe we are breakaway civilization? Or we just little savages?
Guy here, God is good. Huh? God is good. God is so good.
She doesn't want to say that.
You don't believe in God? Can I get a God is good?
Hey man, I need you to stop it.
What? Nah, I want to pay. What's wrong with God is good?
I'm asking that question.
She's a Satan worshipper. Period.
One woman managed to con a store clerk, flashing what appears to be a badge, saying she worked for the Florida Lottery Commission and needed to check the store's inventory. Lakoa Moore stole $3,200 worth of lottery tickets, using the lottery machine to activate them before she moved on to her next target. According to police, she targeted at least 4 stores in St. Pete and Pinellas County over 2 days last week. She stole $1,600 worth of tickets from this gas station. She also tried to con this gas station on 4th Street North, but according to police, once the clerk started questioning her, she got out of the store and drove off.
There's scams all over the place, but something that runs just this way is not something they've seen before.
St. Pete police spokesperson Michael Petz says Moore's confidence is how she was able to pull off the crimes.
She talked like she knew the business, used terminology that they were familiar with.
She even called the stores in advance to let them know she would be coming. Eventually, the lottery caught on, posted surveillance pictures of her on their machines, and went to stores to tell them there was a woman posing as an official.
When I was talking about finesse, she finessed the game, that's for sure.
That's hip hop. That's hip hop. We're following you. We're following you, fam. We're following you.
What's happening?
Yo, is he gonna?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, please do. Yo, that's hip hop, fam. Yo, if he brings it to the thing, I'm gonna freak out and be like, respect my G.
What the hell?
Okay. We're going to dollar store, so. Oh, respect.
Oh, shit.
Respect. Yeah.
That's a blood worth. Good job.
Respect. Woo! My God.
He's lazy, but a good citizen.
Graphic and Disturbing body cam video just released showing a deadly police shooting by Las Vegas police following a 911 call for help. In this video, you see police shoot and kill a man who they later learn is the man who owns the home and is the one who called 911 for help.
Another male, 20 to 35, 10 medium build. Red jeanie wearing a black sweatshirt and dark black pants.
43-year-old Brandon Durham told 911 that someone was breaking into his home and he was hiding in the bathroom. That police body cam video showing police arriving at his Henderson, Nevada home. And when officers arrived, they noticed damaged cars in the driveway and windows broken in the house.
Hey, they said they made entry. We got to go in there.
Yeah, we got to go in. Hey, one we have a broken window and a break up the street. We're going to make entry.
Kick it!
Officers move quickly down a long hallway, and turning a corner, the lead officer sees two people struggling in a bedroom doorway, both holding onto a knife.
Hey, drop the knife! Drop the knife!
The officer then opens fire on the person on the right, who turned out to be the homeowner who called 911 for help. After Brandon Durham, a local realtor, falls to the floor of the bedroom, the officer shoots him 5 more times. The other person in the red beanie has been identified as 31-year-old Alexander Boudreau, now under arrest and facing numerous charges. Police recovering 2 large knives at the scene. The motive for the break-in not known. An internal affairs investigation into the officer's actions now underway.
Wait a minute. So they thought the guy with no shirt on, in his boxers, was the intruder. Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
Good, how are you?
I'm all right.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
How can I help you?
I'm wondering if you got some
What you mean?
Little trees off. Some herb.
Nah, we ain't got none of that. What up, my man?
What's up?
How you doing?
I mean,
Positive, bro.
Man,
Positive.
I heard this is the spot to go, bro.
Nah, we don't sell none of that, bro.
You sure?
Positive, man. We don't sell none of that.
You got a lot of customers that come in out here, and they're moving pretty quick.
That don't mean nothing, bro. It's a business. What you mean?
My ass on,
It's a business. We ain't got nothing.
Come on, man.
We ain't got nothing for it.
Come on,
Officer.
I just drove all the way over here, man.
Who told you to come here?
Don't worry about that.
Exactly. So you got the wrong
everybody.
spot. It's the wrong spot, buddy.
You sure?
Wrong spot.
You ain't got nothing. Just slide me a little something.
I ain't got none. Where you want me? You want me to take it out my ass for you? Or what? That's it.
I can check if you want.
Get out, bro. Get out. Officer, you need to leave.
Sure.
You recording, bro.
Nah, I ain't recording nothing, man.
Get out the shop, bro. Get out the shop, bro. Get out the shop.
Don't do me like that, bro.
Get out the shop, bro.
Nah.
Look at your phone, bro.
Don't worry about that. It ain't nothing.
Get out the shop, bro.
Put it in my pocket.
He thought he was slick and he had no finesse.
So there's this picture on my dad's phone, and it's really scary, and they think it's the last thing he's gonna see before he dies. This just showed up on his phone out of nowhere. It says January 30th, 2027, and no one knows where this picture was taken from or what it's of. He doesn't remember taking this picture. It's just on his phone.
Wait. What do you mean 2027?
Well, the fights that you guys did fix, can you say any of the people?
No.
Okay, fair enough. How would it usually work, though? Can you talk about an instance without naming a name of how you actually got to one of the fighters and agreed, they agreed to actually, either, I guess, lose the fight, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of fighters that we knew. We were close and we supported and, we paid for their training and they were obligated to us. So, listen, you want a championship bout? We got to make some money first. You're going to take a dive in the 4th or the 5th round. And they do it. It's that simple, believe it or not.
That simple.
Yeah.
After seeing videos of Mike's training, I knew he was rigged. But hey, what'd you guys think? Just open the containers. That's it.
A week ago, my lawyer back home called me up and said 2 of your tweets are technically illegal. You could be arrested when you return. That's not a joke. They've been clearing out the prisons to put in people now for literally Facebook memes. There's someone in prison right now. They cleared out the prisons, by the way, and actual offenders, criminal, violent offenders. One person reoffended the day he left. There's one guy in prison for a Facebook meeting for 3 months. There's one woman who's doing 2.5 years for a tweet.
Counsellor has just been jailed for 31 months after she admitted stirring up racial hatred online.
Right? The free speech is in utter peril. It's a disgrace. It's not just England, it's the whole of Europe. It's unbelievably...
This is just madness. For a second, I thought it was John Wick in Thailand.
Are you ready to see the most insane thing you've probably ever seen in your life? Right now I'm on the FDR, and I want to show you something. This guy on this bike right in front of us is freaking on his bike. Just watch this. He's got his kid in front, like a regular kid right in front.
And that's how they do in India, Africa, or DR.
This is why people are saying you shouldn't whistle at night, because you might attract this thing. And before I start, if you like cryptids, folklore, and more, make sure to tap the follow button. So this is La Lechuza, or the Owl Witch. This legend can be found around the border of Texas and northern Mexico, and if you see this creature, it's said to be an omen of doom. According to the story, La Lechuza is said to be a shape-shifting witch who takes the form of a woman by day and a 7-foot-tall owl creature with piercing red eyes at night. She's also been described as having a human face while in this form and can be heard making the sounds of a crying infant, trying to lure in victims, which are usually drunkards and children. And she's said to have other supernatural abilities as well, like being able to summon thunderstorms. Although there's several versions of the story, it's usually said that she was unalived in her small town in Mexico, usually for practicing witchcraft. And before she met her fate, it's said that an owl flew by and she placed a curse on the town, swearing that she would return as an owl to take revenge on everyone who wronged her in life. And ever since, La Lechuza is said to stalk the night, searching for her next victim. So, have you encountered a Lechuza?
Was that La Lechuza in real life? You guys tell me.
My family, your family, none of us are going to make it. There's a post-human era coming. The breakaway civilization, the deal's been made. It's not, they've made frickin' deals with interdimensional aliens.
Okay.
And notice the media never attacks you for that, because that's the truth.
Maybe this is true. I do not know this. And
we'll get into it.
Alex Jones is giving us a warning. The Great Reset is coming.
The FBI raided the Phoenix facility in hazmat suits as part of a multi-state investigation into the illegal trafficking and sale of human body parts. But for the first time, we're now able to see the testimony from one of the FBI agents who conducted the raid, and what he recounts is shocking. He said he found a cooler filled with male genitalia, a bucket of heads, arms, and legs, infected heads, and one of the most disturbing findings, called a morbid joke in the lawsuit, a small woman's head sewn onto a large male torso like Frankenstein and hung up on the wall, with no identification tags on the bodies.
Tools that are not appropriate for dismembering scientific bodies.
Harp says his mother's ashes showed up by mail on his doorstep shortly after the raid, but he isn't even sure they're her ashes. He says his mom and grandma wanted to help medical research after their death, yet doesn't believe they ever made it out of the BRC.
Who was in charge? That's just scandalous.
You mentioned you met Satoshi in Seattle in 1993. Yes. He also came to you in a dream. You have a nice relationship with Satoshi.
I feel like I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a story to tell. Definitely have an opportunity to meet him back in 1993.
That look, my friends, means something.
This is from several insiders now, the highest level stuff that I can give you. The reptilians have created these technologies, including these gigantic tankers. We're talking 2.5 mile long ships hovering in low Earth orbit, cloaked so you can't see them.
What's in them?
Mind control technology that is preventing us from having this spiritual shift. Our government, they now have the ability to shoot those tankers down. The problem they're having, George, is that it's not like a fader dial where you can kind of fade out the mind control. It's either on or it's off. So they haven't shot the tankers down yet, because when they do, you start to create whatever you think, manifesting your own reality in real time. And if you go into a panic, if you go into paranoia, you're going to actually see things. And the more that you fear them, the more they're going to appear. Our government knows that this is going to happen if they take these tankers down, and they're very, very concerned about it.
If it's true, that's just mind-blowing.
He's huge, man. That's a dinosaur.
Don't poke the bear, don't poke the croc. That's a dangerous game. Batman or AI, you guys decide.
I have a ghost story. It's the realest thing I've ever experienced in my life. I collect Native American artifacts. And so my buddy and I, we went one afternoon. We find some stuff. I go home, don't think anything about it. I lived in a cabin in the middle of the woods. Went to bed sober. I woke up, my kitchen window had been unlatched and pushed open. Dude, what? My wife had bought this mirror. And so she and I hung this mirror. We looked at it really good. And we were like, okay, good, go to bed. The next day, the mirror's got a giant scratch across the freaking mirror.
Dude.
So there was 1 week that I woke up every single night at 2:59 on the freaking dot. The last night I woke up, borderline having a panic attack. My heart was racing, I was sweating, and I turned my lamp on, and I put my feet on the side of the bed, and I stand up. When I stood up, something jumped from that balcony to the floor, and it ran through my house. To the point where I grabbed my gun, dude, and I freaking racked that thing, and I freaking vetted my entire house, because it was so real that I was convinced that somebody was in my house. And dude, there was nothing.
So scared, right?
Dude, there was literally
That is the scariest image.
This is how specific it was. I heard the wood crack from the hands, the pressure, and then a second of pause, and then the thud shook my windows.
Like
in
a
my
human-sized
1,000%. So we didn't tell anybody about this. And my buddy finally told him. He was like, man, one night I woke up and my dog was barking. She never barks. And he was like, I woke up and I heard a thud downstairs. He said something had opened his freaking Arrowhead case, where his, like, the stuff that he found that day was in his Arrowhead case.
What?
I swear on my life.
When it started with a collect, I knew that wasn't gonna be good.
The 6.8 magnitude earthquake hit 25 miles off the eastern coast of Cuba this afternoon. The rumbling reportedly could be felt across the eastern stretch.
The earthquake hitting as the island is dealing with weeks of hurricanes and blackouts.
An earthquake in Cuba and the emotional shockwaves felt right here in South Florida. We are outside Cafe Versailles. This woman trying to get in contact with family. The earthquake, with a preliminary magnitude of 6.8, shook eastern Cuba on Sunday. This after weeks of hurricanes and blackouts that have left many on the island reeling. Rumbling was felt across the eastern stretch of Cuba.
My prayers for Cuba.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, it's not a fucking person, bro. Look.
That's a hiker.
No, it's not, bro. That's not a person.
That's way bigger than a fucking hiker, bro.
Bro, that's not. Oh, fuck, it just disappeared. What the fuck?
Where'd you just go, bro?
Nope.
If you zoom in, it just blended with the background.
Yeah. And he says, we're stacking them up in a warehouse.
Yeah.
We don't even know who they are.
Yep.
They're still finding them along the river.
Oh, yeah. They found a lady with 4 kids in her van, dead.
Yeah.
In Swannanoa, like, what,
That
last
place is
week?
bad.
That was a week ago.
I've been over there twice now.
And that's
bad.
every day in areas out here. They're finding groups of bodies.
Still finding pieces
But
up
only
in trees.
230 from the entire storm across all the states.
She says, I was just with a woman that they took her 3 children, and one of them's autistic. I said, where are they going to put them? She said, they're going to separate them, put them in foster homes.
Yeah.
I said, how do you get them back?
And why nobody is talking about North Carolina? Have you noticed? Her heels never touched the ground.
Complete segments of Todd Standing's filming of Sasquatches in another area where he's worked on, and with him explaining the background, which is so important. And I'm firmly convinced that he has filmed Sasquatches and that
Looks like the Sasquatch University. Real or fake? You guys let me know.
So where is it? The laptop.
Sir, I'm not here to talk about the laptop. I'm here to talk about the FBI cyber program.
You are the assistant director of FBI Cyber. I want to know where Hunter Biden's laptop is. Where is it?
Sir, I don't know that answer.
That is astonishing to me. Now, you're telling me right here is that as the assistant director of FBI Cyber, you don't know where this is after it was turned over to you 3 years ago.
Yes, sir, that's an accurate statement.
Let's tell you what, Mr. Chairman. I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record of this committee the contents of Hunter Biden's laptop, which I'm in possession of.
Is that why they don't want Matt Gaetz? Never seen birds like that.
He was part of a Masonic type order with the Vatican, a secret society. To him, it was very, very secretive. He always had a couple of bodyguards, right? Vatican associated. The Vatican has a bank. We all know it. You know, the Vatican has business all around the world. And very connected. This guy was very connected. It was weird because, you know, he told us that a lot of his business contacts and his connections and the way that he can do business and have so many open doors was because of this secret society, just like we have the Yale Society of Skull and Bones.
Right.
Okay, that's top-notch American, and, you know, they've run this country for years. They've had presidents in power.
They had two run against, they had guys running against Kerry and Bush at the same time.
Bush.
That just proves the Vatican is a business. Very interesting illustration, guys. But is that real?
So you guys are private investigators who have come to my private home asking about influencers? This is very uncomfortable, you guys.
I don't know why. I'll explain.
No, you're at my home.
Okay, so you don't want to talk to us then?
Have I broken some law?
Absolutely not.
And you have the thin blue, this is frightening. I think, can you guys step away from my home?
We're in a public street, so the answer is no. But I'm really not trying to give you a hard time.
Why are you here? What do you mean? You're showing up at my house.
We're very nice and respectful, and we will be. I just have two quick questions for you, and if you want to be interested in it, great. If not, I'll have a nice day. We're not...
What is this? This is odd.
So...
You have to admit this is very weird.
It always is, and people always ask us the same question. I'm happy to explain it to you. So
What?
Very simply, we were just hired to speak to a few people that do, have a lot of followers, stuff like that, on different platforms.
What, is this about the Diddy stuff I report on?
Somewhat, yes. Not necessarily doing stuff, but, people are involved in just stuff like that. So basically, a very simple question is are you paid to influence that's stories like that in any direction?
No, not at all.
That's all we wanted to know. Because if the company is, they're looking into people who are...
Are you guys going to pay me for this visit? Like, this is frightening. Like, I'm super... You have to admit, if I came to your house, and, like, I thought this was a joke. I thought I have a friend coming over business right now. Like, this is extremely weird for me. I have 100,000 followers. I'm not making any money.
That's one of the reasons why we're here, and that's the question that we're asking. If someone contacts you, say, in the last 6 months and is paying you to influence in a certain way.
No.
Either one way.
Is it illegal if somebody would have?
So the answer is no.
Okay, I wish somebody would have. I'd love to be making real money off this.
Let me talk for 2 seconds. I'll explain to try to make you feel better.
I mean, this is terrifying.
Very simply, if somebody was paying you,
right?
The company we work for were just asking that question.
Right.
If somebody was, they would just be willing to possibly offer you money to know who and see what's going on.
Well, they're paying me $1 million. Will you guys give me $2 million? I'm joking. But seriously, this is very odd, you guys. You guys came to my house. It makes me feel slightly good that maybe I'm getting some notoriety for this, but this is crazy.
So again, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So apparently there's tons of things influencing going around.
Okay.
A huge percentage of it is all bots, not real.
Interesting. No, I'm real. Anything I report on about Diddy is coming from what other influencers, what news articles, and I'm a comedian. I put my spin on it, but nobody is paying me to do that.
I've seen it and I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very simple that if it was the fact that somebody was paying you,
right,
people who were getting some negative, talk,
would be interested in
finding that out and possibly going action either against that person,
right?
Or
am I at any danger for doing this?
Zero. The only time you would ever have any liability is if you said, "I know for a fact this person raped it."
No, no. All of I'm satire. I'm a comedian.
And you
know,
say allegedly.
I always say, wow. I'm shocked that this is. I've never had fans come visit me. I'm just filming you guys because this freaked me out.
I'll tell you why. Because everything you do is real. And so many things are just bots.
Right.
So we got a list of about 15 people.
Interesting.
That only post themselves.
Wow.
And we're just trying to find out if people are paying for the story to be pushed.
Got it.
Listen, everybody talks about it.
Okay.
I'm not an influencer whatsoever.
Right.
Guess what? Me and my friends talk about it once in a while.
Right.
Oh, you got
right, and I understand. I'm not looking to spread misinformation, and TikTok docks you very quickly. If I've had videos that are like, oh, that sounds threatening or this and that, but well, can I get your guys' information just so if I have something that comes up, I can contact you guys?
So to be honest,
no,
we can't give out our company because they don't want to be linked to anybody.
Got it.
My name is Robert James.
Okay, Robert.
Peter Deegan.
Okay, cool. This is crazy.
Agreed. And again, we were going to sit out here.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's my cat Crunchy. I hope my wife is impressed. I mean, I just hope I'm trying to be a successful comedian. I would love, but it is freaky that you guys come to my back door. This is kind of crazy.
I don't know where the front door is.
I mean, I know, but even in my house, even though you guys are able to just find me is crazy. I mean, I guess it's not.
Well, just Google anybody's name.
I guess I just didn't expect anybody was looking for me at all. So.
That's all. So
okay.
So apparently you're doing something right because you're getting at least.
Yeah, because you guys are visiting me. I wish you were two hot ladies visiting me. No, you guys are pretty yourselves.
I apologize.
Okay, well, thank you guys very much for. Is that it?
That's all.
All right.
If you're like so and so's paying me.
Oh right.
Money, we can talk.
No, and I'm also too. I'm a truth seeker, so I couldn't be paid off to have somebody having me. You know, it depends how much money I guess my wife, would.
Be honest,
yeah.
The last few we've talked to,
everybody's
just doing what they want. It's they do it because they love it.
They enjoy it. And honestly, it's getting people to pay attention. So on TikTok, if people are paying attention, if I'm doing I did a No Diddy music video. Nobody cared about that. But if I get on and talk about something.
You're not bad.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Not bad.
Yeah. Well, okay. I appreciate you guys coming by. This is odd, but maybe I'm on to something.
Again,
okay.
If you are getting paid, then maybe
we just want to know by who and if it was
interesting. Interesting. Okay.
That's all.
Interesting. Well, contact me again if there's some real money to be made because I need to make it. So, all right. Well, thank you guys. This is crazy. Take care. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Is that Diddy's team trying to build a defense?
Pyramid Lake, California, USA.
Mario Moreno, also known as Cantinflas, was a very popular Mexican comedian actor who achieved massive success worldwide during his time. At the peak of his career, there were a lot of weird rumors coming out about Cantinflas having an obsession with mermaids. This rumor states that one day, while at a bar, Cantinflas met this strange guy named Carlos. After a long night of talking, Cantinflas confessed to him that he wants to marry a mermaid. Carlos, who turned out to be a witch, tells him that is possible, but that he must follow some strict steps to summon these entities. He first must own a home on the edge of the sea. Second, he has to place a statue of himself facing the sea. And third, he must stand next to the statue every night at 3 a.m. while chanting some prayer. The next week, Cantinflas bought a mansion in Acapulco and did just what Carlos told him to do. He even had a pool that was open to the ocean to allow the mermaids to come into his house. It is believed that Cantinflas did rituals with these entities and participated in activities that I can't talk about on TikTok. After his passing in 1993, his mansion remained abandoned till this day. Locals have reported that if you go there at night, you will see mermaids that will try to convince you to enter the water with them.
He did everything by the book and followed the instructions to the T. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, don't forget to hit and smash the like button for me. Smash that subscribe button, be part of the family. Remember, stay woke, and I'll catch you next time.